Ladies and gentlemen, I have a very special announcement. So today is that special announcement. Peter Tuchman will be the opening speaker for this FX Summit 2024 conference, the most anticipated conference in the world for traders. Peter, are you excited to come out to do
look, I am so excited. I'm honored to be there and be your speaker, man.
If you can review some of my rules.
And bring them on.
Because obviously these shouldn't conflict with yours, but maybe they'll add a little bit of...
Look, there's no ego in trading. Yes. If you have something that works for you, then we will adopt it. We will listen to it. There's nothing wrong with that. That's fine. I'm not the end all be all. We didn't invent this shit, right? So we got to take ego out of trading. If you find something that works for you, then I'm willing to listen to
I'm going to say this as respectfully as possible. We expected more arrogance when we walked in here. Everybody here is so humble. And I feel like markets really do that over time, where you kind of have a more realistic approach as opposed to just kind of feeling high and mighty. Or am I reading that wrong?
You know what? Look, people think that everybody here is you have. What's your impression of Wall Street? It's like Jordan Belfort, right? The Wolf of Wall Street. He's an arrogant asshole. So if that's what you're the pair of glasses you're wearing when you think about Wall Street, then yeah, you think we're a bunch of arrogant assholes. That's not necessarily the case. Is everyone down here humble? No, probably not. Most people here are nice. You know, some people were arrogant and then they got humbled because they thought they knew it all. So look, everybody's on a journey. You just got to do the best you can.
That's incredible. Let's go.
Tell me your rules.
My number one rule is you either have a trading plan or you're a gambler. There really is no in between.
100%.
So
that's a rule.
Intuitive traders here or no?
No, look, you know what? I'll go back to a great story. When I started working on Wall Street in 1985, I worked next to a guy who was Ivan Boesky. Ivan Boesky was the guy the original Wall Street movie was about. He claimed that he was having premonitions about trades. He was hearing them through his pillow.
But it was Levine. It
was insider trading. It was a guy Levine from Goldman Sachs who was calling him up on the phone and giving him the inside information. So intuitive trading. Look, some people are good traders. Some people have a feeling for the market. But look, you should never think, and that may help you curate your trading strategy, but there are still strict rules about successful trading.
Incredible. I tell folks to try and trade one system, ideally one instrument, and around the same sessions every day, just to get familiarity with the market pattern or the movement of that traditional instrument. Do you believe in that? Or, I mean, obviously you guys here trade thousands of instruments, so
we trade everything. We're firm believers in basically if you learn technical analysis and you have your charts set up and you don't fill your charts with a million different indices, a million different
indicators.
Yes. Right? You don't want your screen to look like air traffic control on 9/11. You want to keep it simple. We use the RSI. We use the EMA, exponential moving averages, and we use pivot points, which is just a formula.
Wow.
So we keep then we use double top, double bottom. We use Fibonacci. But we try and keep it simple, right? At the end of the day, look.
I'm sorry, can I break that down real quick? You said pivot points.
Pivot points, EMAs,
moving averages,
right, the 9, the 15, the 30, the 65, and the 200. We use RSI, Relative Strength Index, below 20 and above 80 are our indicators, okay? And we use double top, double bottom, and we use Fibonacci. Fibonacci is a retracement strategy, and was done by some famous Italian guy named Fibonacci. It's all good. You eat a cannoli, have some Fibonacci, it's fine. But look, at the end of the day, if you're familiar with a stock and the way it trades, that can be an advantage. So what you're saying is kind of right. If I'm good at trading SPYs, then trade the SPYs. But don't trade them without following the rules that you use, right? So familiarity with a index or a stock can be helpful, but at the end of the day, you can't really cherry pick when you're day trading.
Yes.
You need to get into every trade that sets up because it's a probability game. If you only trade, pick one here and one there and one there, at the end of the day, you're not. Look, if you trade every trade that sets up, you're going to win some, you're going to lose some. Chances are, if you follow the rules, you're going to win more than you're going to lose, and you should be profitable at the end of the day. So I kind of agree with you, and not all the way.
But if you try to pick and choose which trade is going to be the winner, typically you'll miss the good one and catch the losers or something?
Exactly.
Okay, incredible. So we mostly trade stock market indices, and I tell folks, try to only trade near the lows and the highs of the day, because typically that's where, if the market retraces back to another entry at the low of the day or the high, versus trying to chase it in the middle of the range once it's already left the station. Is there any validity to that or no?
You know what? Not necessarily. Look, if the lows of the day and the highs of the day coincide with a moving average, then it's a good strategy.
Yes.
But it doesn't always necessarily, because the low of the day can, sometimes if that's where support is, we can break through that support. So what was the low of the day may not always stay the low of the day, if you know what I'm saying.
Yes.
So it's a sort of I don't like making these broad swath comments, right? If things set up, right? Every trade has criteria, right? A trend trade has criteria. It's a stock going up in one direction. It pulls back to the 9 and the 15 EMA. You buy some on the 9, some on the 15. You trade it. You take profits. Use a scaling stop. If you're in a base trade, the stock's going flat for 30 minutes or an hour. You wait till a green bar or red bar is created, and then you jump in with a market order. If you're using a moving average trade, there's certain criteria. A far from moving average trade, certain criteria. Up 3 days in a row, RSI of 80 or 20, then you jump in. I mean, so each trade has very specific criteria that we use, right? Look, there are a million different ways to trade the market.
Of course.
Why do we use what we use? Because for us, it
works. Yes.
That's all.
That's incredible. All right, one last rule, and then I'm going to ask you one last question after we can wrap this up.
Yep.
The last rule is it's better to miss a trade than to chase a trade.
100%.
Very generic, very easy.
All day, all night, 100%. Look, you will often see, the wonderful thing about technical analysis is that the chart tells you where to buy and sell the stock. It's unbelievable. A stock can go down. Look, we saw it with GameStop. GameStop went from 2 to 20 to 483 and down to 151. When the stock was trading at 480, okay, I called David Green because I had an order to buy stock. I said, Dave, tell me where do I buy it? Because it's trading in 100-point moves. He said there is no support until $151. I said, you mean to tell me it's going to go 300 points before you think it's a reasonable buy? He said, the charts are telling me there is a 200-day moving average at 151. The stock came from 483 to 150 and 3/4.
Wow.
It went down 300 points and broke it by 25 cents and went up $31.
Wow.
That means to say that if everyone was trading, it was trading at 483 and it went down $100, and half of the world said, I got to buy some, it's down 100. They were wrong. They blew up their trading account. Down 200. I got to buy it. Someone paid 483. It's down $200. It can't go any lower. Boom, you blow up your trading account. So support and resistance, right? Moving averages, pivot points, RSI, oversold, overbought conditions. Those are the things that work. So that's kind of where I'll go with that.
Incredible. Ladies and gentlemen, I have a very special announcement. So today is that special announcement. Peter Tuchman will be the opening speaker for this FX Summit 2024 conference, the most anticipated conference in the world for traders. Peter, are you excited to come out to Dubai?
You know,
and
look,
share
I am
this
so
knowledge with us?
excited. If I can, I'm going to bring my man, my teacher, my mentor, my friend David Green with me. He is really one of the greatest teachers in the technical analysis space. And to have someone like that who actually, look, there are a lot of people out there who know technical analysis. Very few are good teachers at it. David's kind of like that guy in college. You didn't care what he was teaching. You just loved to listen to him because he had that amazing ability to convey information to somebody else. So that's super exciting. We're going to hopefully come. If not, I'll be there by myself telling stories about Wall Street, talking about my journey on Wall Street, the good times, the bad times, success, failure, trading, all that kind of stuff. I'm happy. Look, I feel it my responsibility, having been here for a long time and having seen the crash of 87, 2000, the Lehman Brothers crisis, the crash of COVID. I've seen it all. And we know that for you to get a better handle on the market and to learn how to trade it, you need to know what happened beforehand.
Yes.
And I can share that as my own personal experience, not reading it in a book, not hearing some guy. Look, you've got guys teaching day trading who have never done what I do, have never really day traded, right? So you've got to have your boots on the ground, your feet, in the fire to really be good at sharing your experience in this game, to be able to convey that kind of stuff. So amazing. I'm honored to be there and be your speaker, man.
Your energy's off the charts. The charisma is infectious, and we look forward to
Pleasure,
seeing you in Dubai. Everybody, make sure to grab your tickets to come see me.
Yeah. Yeah.
Peter in Dubai, and hopefully David can make it out as well.
Yeah, we look forward to it.
We'll have a workshop as well, so make sure to check out
We'll do Q&As, we'll do workshops, we'll be
all
there
of it.
for a few
And we'll
days.
include all of his links in the description below if you guys are interested in learning how to day trade from somebody with credibility. We're going to include those links, and make sure to follow on socials. Take it easy, happy and safe trading.
Woo!
Peace.
Giddy up, guys.
Thank you so much, Peter. I
pleasure,
seriously,
man.
I appreciate this more than you know. This is like Willy Wonka's factory for me.
You're goddamn right.